We wanted to record some stories, some funny stories, or whatever, memories that we have of Dan and share it with all of you.
And the first story we want to talk about is when we were at the climbing gym and Dan was overreacting a little bit.
He was excited.
He was quite excited.
Yeah.
So, quick backstory. This is maybe the 4th or 5th time Dan has climbed with us. And he seemed to latch on to these key words, which are used when you're climbing. The first one is called smearing. And that's where you take the flat of your foot and push against the wall to get yourself up a little bit more. It's not really used in an indoor gym very often. And I don't know how I mentioned it, or what context. And the second word
You probably mentioned it once.
I probably mentioned it one time. The second one is beta, which means like the different ways that you climb a problem. It's like the process that you go through.
Yeah.
So, I'm up on the climbing wall, and there's like a bunch of people around that have been climbing for years. They're all really good. And it's me, Marina, and Dan. And I'm climbing on this harder problem, and everybody's watching. And Dan is so enthusiastic, he's trying to help me, and he's trying to tell me where to go.
Trying to coach you through.
He's coaching me.
He's a natural coach.
He's a natural coach. So, I'm up there, and he's going, smear it, beta it, and he's
yelling. Shit.
He's yelling. He's like pointing at different like holds and different like feet, and he's going, smear it, smear it.
He's screaming so loud, the entire gym, all the guys turn around and look at Dan, like, what's going on here? Smear what?
And they're like, wait, why is he saying to smear it when there's no point in smearing it? And like, really what Dan meant was just like, put your foot there, and he was just using, he's going, beta it, and it's like totally wrong. And it's just so funny. Everyone was
was laughing, and then we met a lot of folks. Yeah. Everyone was talking about it. And then we climbed with basically everyone, and people talked about it even after.
Yeah, when I was at the gym, maybe the next day, I saw one of the guys we met, and he was telling his friend about the three of us. And he was saying how, oh yeah, there's this one guy, Aaron, and he was like a pretty good climber. There's Marina, who is like really chill and down to earth. And then there's their friend Dan, and he was just using all these funny terms, the climbing just totally wrong. But he had so much energy, and he was just such a great person to be around. So, and it was funny because that guy didn't know I was around. So I came up and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? He's like, oh, hey, man, I was just talking about you guys. He's wondering where we were.
Yeah.
So it was really funny.
Yeah, Dan was very memorable, even when people first met him.
Yeah. So that's our story for the climbing experience we had with him.